Bronk Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Half Price Lawyers, the only law firm in Pahrump with a low price guarantee. Located at 41 North Highway 160, Unit 11. Call 400-0000.
Tonight on News 46, the town board chairman gives his opinion. A congressman and senator are coming to town soon. Find out more about 20 Mule Team this Saturday at the museum. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, July 9th, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Prom Town Board Chairman Harley Koken spoke up last night in defense of the board.
When I hear comments about all this wasted money, I wonder, do people really pay attention? How about I hate to knock the county, but I've been here 20 years, and I came here like a lot of people, and I looked around and I said, wow, there's so much potential here. And I wanted to be part of it. I got involved right away. And then I've been disappointed ever since. I had 3 children. They can't live here, not unless you want to go on welfare or find some $7, $8 an hour job. There's no future here for people who want to make something of their lives. And the town has tried very hard to move forward, but we're not incorporated, so we're only, like I said, we're only in charge of the parks, the cemetery, the ambulance, and the fire department. The important things to get economic development, planning, zoning, and so on, and having the big dollars is the county's responsibility. And I never hear anybody wonder about the $11 million that your county has gotten for decades, the $55 million that they got as a lump sum payment in the first place. Don't you wonder where all that went? Why do you just want to attack the town? Why? Because it's easy. You can come here and say and do whatever you want, and we really can't. You can get out of line, and not much we can do about it. I try that at the county commissioner meetings. I've gone to county commissioner meetings, but I haven't gone for a while because they're short and abrupt and rude to people. People say we should accept that people voted to get rid of the town board form of government. Well, plenty of people thought that yes meant to keep it. If you look at the voting, it's kind of interesting. You can look at every single precinct, and there's not a single one was really extraordinary one way or the other. The votes are all like 48% to 52% one way or the other. It was very close. And if that vote was taken today, I doubt it would pass. The town did absolutely nothing, and I think that was a mistake of letting people know what they were responsible for and what they have done for this community and what they're trying to accomplish. And, this is a small community. It's so easy to know what's going on and get involved. We have a hard time getting people to volunteer to be on our advisory boards to help. And for those people that do, my hat's off to them. They work really hard, and they try to help out and do things. And these are extraordinary people in our community, and we don't have enough of them. You look at what's going on around here, drive around and look at more and more homes every day being abandoned and the windows broken and copper stolen out of them. That's the direction we're going. And, as an example, you hear about the sheriff being $1 million over. Well, think about it this way. You know, everybody loves to say, oh, well, if they just managed their budget better, then they wouldn't have been $1 million over. And you heard the same thing about schools and everything. But the fact of the matter is they don't have enough money. So how about this? How about if we lived in a community that didn't have as much criminal activity, we wouldn't spend $1 million trying to police it, and instead we'd put it on roads and community services. So maybe it is in your best interest that the community moves in a different direction than it's been going at. I'll stop right there, but think about, you know, there's two sides to everything. And it's time, some people need to open up their minds. This is our home. We all live here.
And Fire Chief Scott Lewis thanked the Pahrump Town Board for a recent purchase of medical equipment.
Good evening, Town Board. Scott Lewis, Fire Chief. Recently, I had a breakfast meeting with Dr. Alex Weissman. He is the chief physician at Desert View Hospital. And during the course of our meeting, he expressed to me that he wanted you to know specifically that the monitor defibrillators he recently approved were directly responsible for saving 3 people recently that he personally observed. And he accredited the advanced features of those particular units for him to read some very severe heart rhythms that we are not able or not capable of reading previously due to artifact and patients being moved. And it was very impressive to him as far as the nature of the equipment and how our folks were utilizing them. And not to get too technical, but one was a STEMI, Mr. Dolan. And when his chest pain was actually a STEMI and got advanced care, it was flown out immediately, and the patient had a very successful outcome. But that was one of 3, and I wanted to share that with you this evening. And his thanks as well as ours.
Thank you. That's great news.
That is wonderful.
Well, Congressman Horsford and Senator Harry Reid are scheduled to be in Pahrump soon.
I just wanted to let you know, coming up on Saturday, August the 9th, from 9 o'clock until 12 o'clock, Senator Reid and Congressman Horsford are going to be hosting a housing help desk event. It will be held at Nye Communities Coalition in the Nye Activities Room. It's going to have resources brought on site for struggling homeowners, prospective home buyers, manufactured homeowners, renters, rebuilding credit, financial education and budgeting, foreclosure recovery, down payment assistance programs, reverse mortgage counseling, homelessness, home rehabilitation, improvement, and other support programs for homeowners in our area. I don't have the details yet about all of the vendors that are going to be there, but it should be a wide range of housing services open to anybody in the community to come in that wants to have any answers or help with anything in the area of housing.
Well, former Pahrump Valley High School teacher Rod Potete passed away as a result of stomach cancer. Potete was a teacher for more than 3 decades at our local high school, but retired 5 years ago. He was the school's first baseball coach. The 67-year-old coach is survived by his wife, Jane, son, Kemmer, and Ryan. Coming up, we've got your health tip of the week, so keep it here.
Pahrump, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. WaveDirect has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Integrity Taxi. Reliable, safe, and fun. Call Integrity Taxi at 751-1111.
Welcome back to News 46. Now here's today's Desert View Hospital health tip concerning hardware that is saving the lives of children.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
It doesn't look like much, but a day out like this is big for 11-year-old Jackie Fair.
That's cute, Jackie.
Last summer, Jackie and her mom found out she had heart failure and needed a transplant.
It was a surprise.
I had to step out of the room, to be honest with you. It was a little much to take.
While she waits for a transplant, Jackie wears this, the heartwear device.
They used to be bigger, bulkier, so only adults could receive them.
The pump is implanted in the heart and attaches to a battery pack outside the body. It takes blood out of the left ventricle and pumps it into the aorta, helping the heart function when it's too weak to do so on its own. The device is small enough to be used in kids, and it's portable, so patients don't have to stay in the hospital.
It's a beautiful thing to let a child go home while they're still in heart failure.
Jackie says the device has given her freedom.
If I wasn't on here, I'd probably be in the hospital, not allowed to do anything, taped up to the wall.
She's looking forward to her transplant, but says she's happy she can still be a kid while she waits. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office served a search warrant on June 27th at a residence on Wilson Street. 4 people were taken into custody, including a father and son accused of drug crimes. According to police reports in the matter, Joseph Tarragano Sr. and Joseph Tarragano Jr. were arrested after deputies located a number of items related to using methamphetamine in the residence. Also arrested on the same property was Donald Payne and Brittany White. Police allegedly found syringes, baggies, a metal spoon with meth residue on it, several glass pipes, multiple pill bottles, 20 unknown pills, and some marijuana. All were transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center of various charges. Well, Ted Fay will be the guest lecturer at the Pahrump Valley Museum this Saturday.
Hi folks, this is Phil from the Pahrump Valley Museum. I'm hoping that you'll come down on Saturday. This Saturday we're going to have a really interesting lecture, and I know you don't want to miss it. We're going to have Mr. Ted Fay. Mr. Fay is a filmmaker and an author, and his specialty is Death Valley, and more particularly the 20 Mule Team Borax Team. And I'm sure you're interested in that, so why don't you get down to the museum this Saturday at 1 o'clock, and you can hear Ted Fay tell you the information that he's gathered over many years of research about the 20 Mule Team. And 20 Mule Team won't be there, unfortunately, folks, but Ted Fay will be there. So we'll see you at 1 o'clock at the museum. We're on Basin Avenue between Blagg Street and the highway. It's 1 o'clock. It's free. And if you have any questions, call 751-1970. See ya.
Well, folks, don't go anywhere because we'll have your Angie's List report with Noah Began after these messages.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back. Now here's Noah Began with today's Angie's List report.
You probably don't think your everyday actions are harming your major appliances, but chances are you're doing something to at least one of them that could lead to an emergency repair call. Over time, abusing or neglecting your appliances will bring about an earlier than expected end to their useful life. In today's Angie's List report, the mistakes you are making with your washer and dryer.
The more water you have in there, the more freely your clothes are going to move around and wash.
Rick Cantleberry says overloading the washing machine is the most common mistake he sees customers make.
Rule of thumb is kind of come up to the top hole of your inner tub. And this is your inner tub. Your outer tub on the outside of that is actually what holds the water. So you bring your clothes up to about right there, which is really only about 2/3 of the way up on your agitator.
An off-balance load can also cause damage to your washer.
Wash heavy things with other heavy things. Light things with other light things, weight-wise. So you want to wash jeans with towels and T-shirts with underwear, socks, things like that.
To help reduce buildup in the tub of your top loader, clean it regularly. If you have a front loader, wipe the door down to prevent a mildew odor.
When you're done with the washer for the day, wipe it out real good, the boot inside there, and keep it dry. And keep the door cracked open a little too if you can. That lets the air get in there. It doesn't suffocate the inside and cause mold growth.
When it's time to dry your clothes, clean the lint screen after every load. If you use dryer sheets, you also need to rinse the screen.
If the water you run through here, it pools up on there, doesn't come through, you know you have a problem. You can usually use a wire brush of some sort, to clean that.
Angies List says if you skip maintenance, you may find yourself in the market for a new washer and dryer.
When it comes to replacing your washing machine, typically a top-loading washing machine starts at about $350, while a front loader starts at about $700. Some members have actually told us they've also considered buying refurbished appliances. But if you're doing that, make sure you understand whether they come with a warranty or whether they come as is.
Here's another tip. The rubber hoses connected to your washing machine. Over time, they can rot and burst, which will leave you with a big mess. Replace them with stainless steel braided hoses. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
The Clark County Coroner's Office has determined the cause and manner of death of one of 3 people connected to last month's Electric Daisy Carnival at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The coroner ruled that Montgomery Sang, who is 24 years old from San Leandro, California, died of acute methamphetamine toxicity, with other significant conditions being cardiac enlargement. MDMA is commonly known as ecstasy. Regarding the result of the autopsy from the 2 other young adults who died during the show, no report has been released as of yet. And here's Deanna O'Donnell with your entertainment this week.
The actor who gave voice to Pinocchio in Walt Disney's 1940 animation movie died at his home on Monday night. Richard Percy Jones, known in film and television as Dick Jones, was 87 years old. The cause of death has not yet been determined. A daughter found Jones on the bathroom floor of his Northridge, California home. Disney Studios named Jones a Disney legend in 2000 in recognition of his work on the iconic film. Jessica Simpson is a married woman again. The star married her beau, retired NFL player Eric Johnson, on Saturday in Santa Barbara, California. The couple, who began dating in 2010, are the parents of 2-year-old daughter Maxwell and 1-year-old son Ace. Simpson was previously married to singer Nick Lachey, with whom she starred in the very successful MTV reality series Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica. The pair split in 2005, and Lachey later married actress and former MTV personality Vanessa Minnello in 2011. Pop superstar Justin Bieber is facing a charge of misdemeanor vandalism relating to an egg attack on his former neighbor's home. The singer stands accused of causing $20,000 worth of damage in January when he reportedly hurled the eggs at the property, which was located near his own pad in a gated neighborhood in Calabasas, California. Police officials recommended the district attorney prosecute Bieber back in February, and today a representative for the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office confirmed they would be pressing charges. Bieber is said to have already struck a deal to plead no contest to the misdemeanor in exchange for 1 year's probation and community service. He also allegedly agreed to pay restitution to the neighbor. Bieber moved out of the Calabasas mansion shortly after the egging incident and sold the property to reality TV star Khloe Kardashian in March.
Now let's join Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Wednesday, July 9th. I'm Angela Miles. Job openings are on the rise. 4.6 million job openings were available in May, the most since just before the financial crisis. However, hiring slowed slightly to 4.7 million from 4.8 million in April. But what is viewed as an encouraging sign? On average, there were about 2 unemployed people for every 1 job opening in May. That's down drastically from the nearly 7 unemployed people for every job opening during the financial meltdown. A record-breaking amount of auto recalls has already been reached this year, and among the latest, Ford is recalling 101,000 Taurus, Flex, Lincoln, and Edge models for potential unexpected shifting. And that's the way the cupcake crumbles. Upscale bakery chain Crumbs has closed all of its storefronts. Once the largest cupcake chain in the country, business has staled as the cupcake craze dies. That's a First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, coming up after these messages, we're going to have your weather with Noah Beacon, so don't go anywhere.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Wednesday, July 9th. Today we had partly cloudy skies with a high of 102 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 104 degrees. Winds are coming from the south-southwest today at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 12 miles per hour. The UV index today was 11, which is extreme. Humidity was at 22%. Sunrise was at 5:35 this morning, and the record high in 2012 was 113 degrees. Tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies with a low of 78 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 81 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 11 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 26%. Sunset will be at 8:04 p.m. and the record low in 1938 was 63 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 102 degrees and a low of 75 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 13 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 23%. Sunrise will be at 5:35 a.m. and the UV index will be 11, which is extreme. For our 7-day forecast, we'll start off with some sunny skies, though it looks like we might be running into some thunderstorms early next week. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the mid-90s to the low 100s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the mid-70s to the low 80s.
Thank you, Noah. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.